I've been waiting a very long time for Game Freak to give us re-releases of the old games, right? And they did. They did exactly that. They decided to give us re-releases of the old games. Well, just one. I say games plural, but it's mainly just one game. It's mainly just the one game, really. If I'm being honest, just Firered and Leafgreen. Which, I mean, hey, that's pretty neat, eh? If you haven't played these games before, you can play them on official hardware. But gamers, not all was right in paradise. Because as you guys have noticed, they made a terrible mistake. A terrible, terrible, terrible mistake. As you can see, gamers, they charged money for it. I can't believe they would charge money for it. This is ridiculous. How dare they not give out these ROMs for free? They're supposed to be free of charge. They are old, and they're supposed to be free of charge. Now, of course, I'm being a bit silly. While there are some people complaining about the price, the basic take on the price, as far as I'm concerned, is it a little pricier than it should be? Yes, but I don't think it's because of this exactly. Now, Gen 1 and 2 were both $10, right? So this GBA ROMs being $20 seems about right, if you ask me. A little on the pricier side, fair. I'm like, okay, sure. I think where I draw the line on this is just how unbelievably lazy these are. It's just like, so if you guys don't know, something that's also extra strange about this, I don't know if they'll tell you here, but something that's also a little extra strange is that you could accidentally buy the wrong version. So they, instead of like compiling them all into one ROM, right? They've just decided to have all the different language versions there, which I just find really, really silly. If you ask me, I'm just like, oh, okay, sure. I mean, because at the moment, if you ask me, Pokemon has one big issue, which is perception, right? Them doing this is not a bad thing. Hey, you get to play the Gen 3 games, or Kanto, should I say, in a more affordable package. Buying one of these cartridges on eBay is way too much money. So if you're going to play it in an official means, this is fantastic. But when you like put all the ROMs on their own, instead of just compiling them all into one, when you don't even offer any sort of bonus features, when you don't even like, when you don't do the bare minimum on top of the bare minimum, it kind of invites a lot of people to give you a lot of more stick than you deserve, right? I think that's the big issue with this. It's not that they decided to re-release this, is that it is pretty fucking lazy. And I would say the two things that I think could have saved this easily could have saved this, is online. If they had online battles and trading, this would be fantastic. This would have been worth the price alone. Imagine if we all bought this and we could like have online battles, we could like just have a bit of fun, you know what I mean? I think that would have been very, very fun. I think the second thing is, it used to riot before, but they took it, gamers. There is no home support at launch. Now, here's my take when it comes to home support. A lot of people get angry at modern Pokemon games for not having home support at launch. As far as I'm concerned, that doesn't really bother me, because I don't really mind the idea of, okay, you have a new game like PLZA, for example, and it's very closed off. You get to use the game's Pokedex and that is it. And then later down the line, you can invite your old friends over and make it a big old jamboree, right? If anything, I much prefer them doing it like that. With these old re-releases, I see no point in delaying home support. Does that make sense? It's like, why can't I just try, even if it's just one way? It makes no sense, if you ask me, why you would delay home support. I think that those two things are a very, very easy way to get people on side. And there's no way you're telling me that it would have been that hard to implement online battling and trading for this. And there's no way you're telling me it's that hard to do home support. Like, you're not convincing me. You're not convincing me that it's hard to do in this light. It's very, very, very easy. So obviously, as of now, it's not Pokemon Day. So maybe they'll announce in the Pokemon presentation that there will be home support relatively shortly. But I'm just like, I don't know how you can't figure out home support on a GBA game. I'm just like, I don't know how you don't do that. Two of the easiest wins, which would have been online and home support, are just gone. And even if you're asking me as somebody, think about it, for me, I have the cartridge. It's over there on my bedside table. I have a Firered cartridge. So if you're asking me why would I buy these games again, it'd be for home support online, and you have neither of those. Because if you are, like, one of the most interesting things for me is, I never really got a chance as a kid to do battles or trading on Gen 3 because you needed like a wireless adapter or a link cable, and Lord knows one wasn't buying those for me. And I got my copy of Leafgreen secondhand, so it didn't come with the wireless adapter. So I was never able to trade and battle. So being able to do these online would have genuinely been a really good selling point for me. But I can't really. And I'm having a hard time convincing Twilight to buy Leafgreen so that we could play it together. I know Luke's going to get it, so I guess me and Luke could play it together, but... I mean, like, if you guys want to buy it, we could do like a meet-up in London, I guess. And we could all battle. And also, there's a secret third thing, actually. Someone reminded me in the chat. There's a secret third thing that would have made this worth it as well, which is the events. The events, gamers. So if you guys don't know, obviously just like with modern Pokemon, there was events. But in the older games, it wasn't just a mailman who hands you a Pokemon. There was actual places you could go. You could go to Naval Rock. You could go to, Deoxys' Island. You could go to get Mew as well. Like, I don't know if that was an Emerald thing or a Firered Leafgreen Emerald thing. But there was event islands you could go to as well. So being able to do these in an official format, you could easily just emulate them if you figure that out. So, but being able to do that in official format, it's pretty fucking cool. Has that been confirmed yet? No. So, $1 billion company, by the way. I'm just like, some of the easiest wins with a re-release you could get, and they've just opted not to do them. And I'm just like, okay, again, as of now, we don't know if they're going to reveal them in the Pokemon Presents. I'm not holding my breath, though. So any incentive for a older fan like myself to rebuy these games is kind of lost. And any incentive for me to say, hey, you should buy these instead of just, I don't know, emulating them is also lost on me as well, since you can't do online battling, home support, or the events aren't there. If you literally emulate these games, you could emulate an event ticket to do the event yourself. So how is it that emulation is the more content-rich version? You tell me, Game Freak. How is emulation the more content-rich version? Because someone can emulate right now, beat the game, and simulate the tickets. I don't know what's up with them, man. I don't know what's up with them, and it makes no sense. A nice little love letter, absolutely, but I absolutely do not understand this when they just don't go for the easy win. They don't go for the easy win, and it makes no sense to me. What do you think, chat? There's no excuse for this. I don't understand how they let this happen. You already have all the quality of life. No one should be, and nobody's annoyed on nearly as much. It's that simple. Yeah, literally. It's such an easy win. But instead they turn it into a loss. I don't get it. We've been asking for ages for them to re-release their old Pokemon games, and they just turn it into a loss. I don't know how this is possible. I really don't know how. Either way, this doesn't really bother me too much. I'm still hoping that Gen 10 review ends up being quite interesting. Don't know if they'll show too much in the way of gameplay, but again, only Game Freak, only Game Freak can do this, eh? I think main audience for this is Gen 1 as an adults who want to introduce their kids to Gen 1, and people would hesitate to get on the Switch at all. Yeah, definitely. I think the audience is very clear. It's just if they wanted someone like me to be on side, events, online, home compatibility, and they've done neither of those three. That's the big issue. I would very easily be standing in the line. I'd be in the trenches defending Game Freak if it had online support. Easiest way to play online Gen 3 battling in an official format. Easy to defend. That would have been worth the price alone if you ask me personally. Can't even do that. I'm like, nah, I'm not defending this. I'm not defending this. Yeah, Game Freak, you can do your thing, man. I'm abstaining from this war, okay? I'm hoping hoping they have the events because Nintendo Music has the Deoxys theme in it, so it'd be weird to acknowledge it then, not in the game. That's true, that does bode well, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, won't we? Over Ruby and Sapphire. I hope this also confirms Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire on this would be kind of cool. What it would be interesting though is I think that they've deconfirmed. I'm not saying they've confirmed, but I don't know if these Gen 3 games are also linked to Pokemon Colosseum and XD. Because if you guys don't know, the only way to like fully complete a Gen 3 Pokedex is with Firered Leafgreen, Ruby Sapphire Emerald, and then Pokemon Colosseum as well to get the missing Johto Pokemon. So if you can't connect with Pokemon Colosseum, it might be impossible to complete the Pokedex in Gen 3, which would be unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. If are going to have a dedicated fan base and LGP, that's true. I mean, it would be nice. It's quite literally just a run for 20 bones. True. And obviously, to acknowledge the other part of this, which is why is it not on an NSO? Why is it not on an NSO? I would say it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If they release these on NSO, people are complaining that you have to pay a recurring subscription to play a Pokemon game, a game that people are generally very connected to. I personally, I'm much more okay with them doing standalone releases for this than putting this on NSO EP. I'm more okay with that. But it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. People with NSO plus EP are like, why the hell am I paying this for? People with I are just like, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's one of those situations. I'm not interested in that argument, if I'm being honest. Who's going to be able to complete the Pokédex at launch is an actual argument of common, I've heard. Crazy work, huh? Dexit strikes again, eh? Dexit strikes again. Someone say drama? Hell yeah, we got drama. Also, you can't get Umbreon and Espeon neither. If you guys don't know, you can't get Umbreon and Espeon neither. Very, very funny. To be fair, people have figured out how to do arbitrary code execution about the events in the game yourself on cartridge and pretty easy. But no, putting those in natively straight. So yeah, it's very, very silly. The fact that we have to go out of our way again is ridiculous. Very, very, very ridiculous. This release is for new players and nobody else. Since everyone's on the Switch when it's a phone, is the worst version of everyone. I was excited for this a second and never cared again. I'm just like, part of me really wants to like, oh, should I buy this? Should I stream it? But I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to stream it, to be honest. On a personal level, I'm not interested. But even if, as a content creator, I'm like, oh, we could probably like stream this and have some fun. I'm like, I don't know if we will, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. You can't even do any speed ups neither. Speed ups would have been a nice quality of life feature, but impossible games. But either way, that's my actual take. Now, gamers, should we do the fun part? Should we do the fun part? Now, as you guys know, my Twitter algorithm is the perfect algorithm. It feeds me brain rot shitpost memes, and that is it. But so I have had the occasional tweet sneak through my timeline. And while I would get angry at Twitter for doing that to me, these have been... You guys have... Hang on. The clever so this is a quote in relation. This is the original image, by the way. Somebody saying you could download a ROM and emulate in 5 seconds, or any even slightly modern phone to get the same experience. Do not buy this. To which I think someone mentioned this in one of the Morsty comment section, and you know I really agree. I really agree with them, if I'm being honest. Which is I kind of miss it when people used to have shame. Yes, you can pirate. Yes, you can emulate. The kinds of people who like shove it in your face are like one of the worst people ever. I can't stand you people. You people are the worst thing ever. I don't like these people. I don't like these people, and you guys suck. You know the guys who like post an image of all their emulators whenever anything goes like, ooh, emulation. I'm just like, I feel like it should be one of those things where we all kind of know, but we all don't brag about it neither. Because what ends up happening is, what if Nintendo ends up clapping your ass? How about that? How about that, huh? How about if it ends up being you for once? You know what? The chances of it happening are very, very, very low. But they're never zero. So that's why I never talk about it. Because I'm just like, I don't want to be the one guy that Nintendo decides to make an example out. Because it's happened. I think that was the case, I think we talked about on Musty News, where somebody was like streaming games that they got before their actual release date. I don't think it was before their release date, but someone was streaming Nintendo games before they came out, and Nintendo clapped them, like sued them and everything. So like, I don't know if it's happened with emulator Andes. It's possible. I'm just like, just relax yourself, okay? Thank you for the 5 Dog Cream. Without other games, the only thing Gen 3 wants you can get in FRG are 0 and why not through building in the post game. Jesus Christ. Crazy work, huh? Crazy work. Diabolical. Thank you for the 5. It's always the Sonic fans, isn't it? It's like Lightning has a non-zero chance of striking the same person. Nintendo is Lightning. Yep. That's how it goes. You gotta be careful. But that's the original image, by the way. A bit cringe. But then the OP decides to make it even cringier, gamers, with this statement. The clever lie they tell. The whole purpose of emulation is to play games that are not available. The harsh truth. Emulation is currently being used to try and hurt Nintendo's revenue. Just like... Oh man, have I seen a more apt example of a Homelander gift? Because I'm just like, yeah. You think Miyamoto is going to give you a hand job on the, behind the fucking Tesco, for standing up for his bottom line? I'm just like, yeah, we're being a sales Andy for Nintendo now. Yeah, it's literally, the worst part is, this isn't even like a AAA modern release, big budget. They literally took some ROMs out of storage, went, and that is it. That's all they did. I don't even care about Nintendo's revenue on a good day. This is definitely an issue. I do not care about Nintendo or Game Freak's ad revenue. Do not care. And yet this person, gamers, what made this tweet even funnier, this person was in the trenches. So much so, I'm going to change it to the apt music for this situation. God, it didn't work out for you. It didn't work out for you, did it? God damn, the most annoying person you know is going to get mad at you for buying this instead of pirating it and playing off an emulator. True! God, it didn't work out for you. It's getting tough out here. It's getting tough, gamers. Let's have a look. To the people complaining, we won. Look, it's number one. I'm not owned. I'm not owned. We won. Oh, well, someone figured Nintendo's bottom line. I mean, the competition's just closing down studios. So do your duty and play for $20 for a 22-ounce soldier. True, honestly. It's like, what the hell is this? That's you! That's you! What do you mean? That's you! That's you! What do you mean? What is this? You know what it is! That's you! Oh, poor Nintendo and their revenue. Yeah, they dip and they might have to close down 7 studios like Sony did in one gen. You have to be rage baiting, broski. You have to be rage baiting. I don't think their revenue on a game that has already been done and complete is going to affect... I don't think, like, what's it? Next Level Games is getting shut down because Firered Leafgreen port sold poorly. Like, come on, broski. Come on. Come on. Help me out here. Sadly, if you don't agree, it's rage bait. They simply want the company to take the Sony route in gaming without realizing it will lead to a quick and painful death of the company. No! Won't someone think of the shareholders? Won't someone think of the shareholders, Chad? No. Nintendo's going broke. What was it? $20 is the same price for a single game from 30 years ago. Compare that to something like Castlevania Anniversary Collection. 8 games from the late 80s and 90s for $20 retail. That's $2.50 each. $2.50 is probably too little, but 20 is way too much. Comparing these franchises don't even make sense at all. What do you mean? I think this is an apt comparison. This is an example of a company seeing a bunch of old games they had and reselling them. Except in Konami's case with Castlevania, they packaged a bunch of games and put them together. And guess what? They did concept art. They did dev interviews. You know, all the cool shit that I love in re-releases? Concept art and dev interviews? Yes. This is actually an apt comparison. And it's like, no, it makes perfect sense. They're both retro re-releases of games like that were oldish. In fact, the Castlevania games are even older. I think it makes perfect sense. This poor guy. I've never seen so much tricks on it. I have never seen so much tricks on it, honestly. Unbelievable. I have to be careful. Oh, you forgot about the Pokemon tag. The Pokemon tags, no way! Yeah, I know it. Concept art, dev interviews, rewind, save states, quality life improvements, literally, yeah, all of it. I was able to actually complete Castlevania 3, by the way. Because if you guys don't know, Castlevania 3 is bollocks hard. I was literally never able to complete that game. I got stuck on a bit when I was with Alucard and Trevor Belmont, where like you have to ascend some fucking thing while some blocks come up. I couldn't beat it, but thankfully with save states I was able to fucking beat that game without game overing. So, you know, thank you Castlevania Collection. Jesus Christ. It's a 22-year-old game, and I've seen any confirmation that it's going to be compatible with Home. So, of course, he shows the screenshot where Home support is coming soon, but of course, they end up redacting it after. They remove the line gamers, so... Our strongest trench warrior was left without ammunition. Boy, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, chat. We have a trench warrior that was desperately going, we need more ammo! We're taking heavy losses here! It's like, reinforcements, but nobody came. Poor guy. You have to kind of feel for him a little bit, can't you? I have to feel for him a tiny bit. Most offenders seem to think video game practice is a zero-sum game where they feel the need to support bad practices because the competition makes way worse ones. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it either. I really don't, but hey, that's what these people are like. My grandmother said the GBA games are already available for free when you have a subscription. Why make this one GBA game the exception? Are they going to start charging us for GBA games like this one will sell? He put free in quotes, and then even who is it? This guy can't read. He can't read. He is a Pokemon fan. He can't read. He said free if you have a subscription. Well, you know what he meant. You know what he meant. Oh, man, I can't believe this. Okay, you gotta leave the Oslos out of this story, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Not gonna lie, bro. I need you to be quiet. Holy shit. I think this guy's giving you good advice. He's giving you very good advice. Pay that $20 or don't. It's simple. Don't get mad at motherfuckers who do. You people wanted a way to buy all the games and now you have it. However, you're dumb to think TPC and Nintendo wouldn't price it like the average indie game. Well, yeah, no one is getting angry at you. This is just everyone's getting mad at you because you're doing a horrible job in the trenches. That's what it is. That's what it is. This is a fair take, but it's not you. That's not the issue people have with you. Who said I was going to get mad at other people? Yeah, true, even he said it. Even he said it. And he got blocked. And he got blocked. Brother, that's crazy work. We saw it in real time. He's like, no, I'm not mad at people for buying it. You're doing flips and tricks no one has ever. He got blocked. Oh, come on. Peak unemployment is real. Honestly, it's real. Someone called Netanyahu, man. This shit's real. No, not gonna lie. $20 for GBA was crazy. This could have been Switch Online, but let's be for real. What is this? It really should be $4.99 at most. I think considering the Game Boy ones were 10. I think 15 was probably about expected, if I'm being honest. 5? I don't think they would have done 5, no chance. Emulation is indeed now the case. Priority, since you can get them officially, doesn't make it any less BS. They're charging that much because they added function of being able to officially transfer all those Pokemon to home. Not at launch, though! Even in your screenshot! Why are you... I don't know. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't care. I don't care. You're a $1 billion company. I know people say more graphics, more buildings, more trees. It should not take that long for you to make a 20-year-old retro ROM compatible with your new service. That should be at launch, okay? At fucking launch. What is happening right now? Why are you in this? I don't understand. With new games, I kind of get it. In fact, I prefer it that way. With old games, it makes 0 sense. Oh, and he's getting like, look at that. Oh my God. 33 replies there, gamers. Yeah, they added the function of the 3DS for free, but the 3DS got discontinued. What do you think? Why do you think they took down that one video about that Pokemon ambulance? It came out to actually say Pokemon. I don't know what he's talking about here. I have no idea what he's talking about. $20 because of a save edit. Let's be so for real. You're not even getting home anymore. Yeah, he's just getting cooked. This guy's getting unbelievably cooked. We're aiming it because it's not easily available at lower price crowd when both of those things actually happen for a change. They are caught in their lies. It was always about free games and trying to hurt Nintendo. No, these are lazy re-releases, bro. They're lazy. See, this is the issue, right? Are there a contingent of people that are trying to be like, we're gonna pirate these games. So look, I can have it on my phone. I can put it on my phone right now. I can put it on my phone. Yeah, there's gremlins like that, of course there are. But if you're talking to someone like me, a normal guy, no online, no home support, no events, why are you supporting this? And a little pricier than I'd like. We've got a quartet of bullshit, broski. Like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. What is the defense here? Let's be real. The first thing you're specifically talking about pirating. I own one of each pair of Pokemon games. Nintendo's not losing money for me emulating. Secondly, these people are never going to buy. These people are never going to buy anyway. Like, it's literally ridiculous. This is honestly one of the first few times I've ever seen this image used correctly. Normally, when you see this image, it's made by the most annoying person, usually a Sonic fan. Genuine example of this image being used correctly. Because this guy is defending the $1 billion company like no man's business. Good fucking grief, man. Good grief. Expect it from a Nintendo. Do you need to ask Google how to breathe without shitting yourself every time you wake up? Cooked and hooked, buddy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. They're bothering you in the comments and you fucking deserve it. True. Actually true. What's this?
Everybody here agrees that what you said was just dead wrong. So begging on my hands and knees, but baby you're so headstrong. You're so headstrong. Do you always have to double down when you're dingy and you're rolling, looking like a clown? Beat this tweet, pack it in and just accept it.
Oh shit! I've not heard this song before.
Never happened. Wrap it up nice and neat. Reality that what you said is factually wrong. Baby, we're the trash bins, and you know when we see trash. Baby, we're the trash bins. Baby, what you said and truth just flash. Baby, we're the trash bins.
Hey, I'll spit your shit, trash bins. I don't think you're being too unfair now. I'm gonna have to save this. I'm gonna have to save this for future use gamers. I might have to. Real fucking cinema. Couldn't think of an appropriate instance of that. Honestly, Jesus Christ, fucking hell, man. Terrible all around. Yeah, I think we've seen enough cookery from this guy. Let's take a brief look at the quotes to finish this up, gamers. I have to be careful with the quotes because it is Twitter after all. So I'll show you the good. Obviously, I think I was waiting for someone to do the South Park video, the very famous South Park gamers.
Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica. Look, there's Lars now sitting by his pool.
What's the matter with him?
This month he was hoping to have a gold-plated Shark Tank bar installed right next to the pool, but thanks to people downloading his music for free, he must now wait a few months before he can afford it.
Literally. He's crying, gamers. He's crying and shitting his pants. Let's do some donos real quick. I'm seeing some flying in. Thank you so much, CJ. Bro's doing black flips when Nintendo TBC don't even know who he is. True! I don't get it, man! I don't get it. Thank you so much. Wow, the PUBG got more love than Pokemon ports. The easiest slam dunk ever. They just don't want to do it, man. Yeah, they dropped when foreign weapons. This dropped when foreign weapons were a thing. I'd been equivalent to Tsar Bomber, honestly. Foreign weapons, that takes me back. That's a phrase I haven't heard for a while. Oh, man. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the donos. Hang on, where is it? Here it is. Of course, you're getting the usual quotes. The usual quotes, guys. The usual suspects. Of course, yeah. I had to. What does iShow Speed think of this? See, okay, there's a reason why I hate it, because there's just a dick. There's just a dick. Someone doing backflip. Okay, I got it. See, this is why I hide the quotes. The quotes are always kind of crazy, games. You have to be kind of careful with them. Bunch of people doing the Leave $1 billion company alone. And that's it, but it's just a bunch of, yeah, literally, just the classic jokes, gamers. The classic jokes. You know it is. Spare change, ma'am. Hang on, who's this guy? Hang on, what's this all about? The purpose of emulation is getting free shit because I like stealing and I'm evil. You know what? Who shit the honesty? You know what? You know, finally someone's honest. Finally we got an honest answer. You know what? The world needs more villains. And Selena's, and you know what? You'll happily be the villain of the afternoon, the monster of the week. Oh man, yeah, it's the usual gamers. The quotes are what you expect. The usual what you expect. But gamers, this is not the only fatality we have of the evening, gamers. This is not the only fatality. We have a second fatality, gamers. Has hit the Sir Mercy stream. We have a second one, gamers. This one might not be as big a meal as the other one. The gamers. Someone, in order to own the chuds. You lot whinge so much about Firered Leafgreen. I went and bought the whole lot straight away. Jesus Christmas Christ. I was in absolute shock, gamers, when I saw this one. I was in absolute shock. I could not believe my eyes. I saw 10 million fireflies. I remember each one you see is 20, gamers, so do the maths. Just do the, it's like, what's it? 5 leaf greens and 5 at $200. I'm bearing in mind this person is I'm guessing Brazilian. I'm gonna assume. Hang on, let me quickly. I'm assuming Brazilian based on that profile name. I think you can check, right? Yeah, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So that's about what, like a whole month's salary in Brazil? For some ROMs? Yeah? Crazy. Crazy work. That's all I'm saying. Crazy work. It's going to be all in foreign, unfortunately, unless there are any translations. You know, this isn't a hack of ROM, right? It's the base game without the speeding up. You know it, right? To which he replies, I can't oh, come on, give me some translations, man. Oh, got Sicily in here as well? Oh my gosh. Oh, is this Sicily? Oh my god, even Sicily's in here. Even she's like, I can't defend this. I can't defend this, bro. Delete the tweet. Delete the tweet, man. What's this all about? They'll accuse me of being a cancer here. I'm saving the region single-handedly. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, broski. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Hang on. Let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at the quote, shall we? Let's have a look at the quotes. Okay, I don't know what this translates to, but I think we can. I think we get the gist, right? I think it's funny, and since I can't speak the language, I think this image is just way funny. I don't know about you guys. Way funnier. This surpasses like liberal. There it is, gamers. Oh, all liberals. Happy fun, la la la. Yeah, how is it a win, bros? I don't know what to say. Yeah, confused what the gotcha is. Everyone in the quotes is just like, what is happening? I'm sorry, you have to buy different versions for different items. Yeah, real people defending this, by the way. It's unreal. Yeah, we can't get on. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Every single time I think we're being a little bit normal, they just we're back in the building again. We're back in the building. Oh man, a real 50 cents per megabyte. Oh, this person's real. Yeah, just at this point, just send in the money directly. Just send in the money directly, man. Oh, so someone made the joke. Hang on, chat. Someone made the joke. Yes, someone made the joke. Someone made the joke. Yes, I'm glad someone made the joke. Oh hell yeah! 4.4K banger. Vicariously living through him. Honestly, someone made the joke. Let's go. What have we got? Obviously a bunch of Twitter, so it's a bunch of crazy. As a Brazilian, we don't own these dogs. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my Brazilians, alright? So sorry. Another 10 billion to Game Freak Reel. Another 10 billion gamers. Another 10 billion. At least the memes are funny. At least the memes are funny. Oh man. I'm wheezing. I'm fucking wheezing. The classic DSP, classic one. Go on, DSP. Lay on us. No? Oh, DSP machine broke? Oh, DSP, come on, say the line.
Money, stupid.
Oh, okay, that's the... I did not... DSP did not say that, okay, that's not... DSP did not say that. Someone had it. Poker Yahoo needs a shoe shine. True! Honestly, true. What else have we got? Any other funny? Obviously, the classic. The classic SpongeBob gif. Okay, again, I think this meme's funny because I can't speak the language. I don't know, there's something about the fact that I can't speak the language that makes it very, very funny, I'm gonna be honest. Use emulador, meu filho. Emulador gamers, emulador. What is this? Use emulators, my child. I've not seen it. Okay, this is funny. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, some bangers in the quotes, honestly. Like, sir, you're getting cooked in the quotes, sir. You're getting cooked in the quotes. You're getting cooked. I'll have to save this one. I'll have to save this image for myself, honestly. I might have to. It's a good one. Yeah, I'm taking that with me. Okay? I'm taking that with me. Every Firered Leafgreen option ranked and the OST. maybe. Only better I never convenience sake, since I play Switch more than physical Firered Leafgreen. I mean, yeah, fair enough, do your thing. Again, I really love the idea of being able to battle and trade, like, with people wirelessly. Because I never did that as a kid. So I might buy it, but, like, yeah, I'm just way less excited for these re-releases than I initially was, which is a shame, because it should have been a slam dunk, but I guess not. Oh my god, guess who's back in the building, gamers? The guy who got cooked the first time. He's back in the building, gamers. He's back in the building. Oh my. Gen 1 can't be that good. It is. You had to be there. Own this game's promotional stuff lasting months, and they released the player's choices should be. That's how big this release was, gamers. How big we were. We used to be a society. Maybe so 10 times. Yeah, 10 times? God, are you seeing the screenshot? He bought it 10 times in multiple languages that he would never be able to. Oh, come on, man! Just admit you lost! You lost! Oh my god, I can't believe this. Oh, okay, there's the untranslated image. I love this. This might be my new favorite image, I want to be honest. This might be my new favorite image. I might have to. That's going in, gamers. That's going in. I like the bit in Spanish. I like both now. It makes Chud like you mad. Yes. Chud's game is very Chudly. Well, that's all I had, gamers. That was all the funnies. That was all the funnies I saw, gamers. Those are all the funnies I saw. So it's fair to say that the Pokemon fanbase has been set back another 20 years, gamers. Just like the release of the original games. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So gamers, also, on top of that, gamers, let's have a look. I decided to have a look around and see what the people online have been saying. And I found a video here, gamers. I found a video here. The Pokemon Firered Leafgreen Switch Controversy by Aero. I like his name so much. You know what? Let's see what you got for me. Is he going to have a normal take, gamers? Let's find out. Are you going to be able to have audio? Let's find out.
My thoughts on the situation.
What's your
It really
thoughts?
comes down to three things for me.
What's
and
your
that
thoughts?
is, I don't care.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Fence sitter. He's a fence sitter already. I can't believe this.
If you want to spend $20 to have Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green on your Switch, that is fine by me. And if you think that the Pokemon Company is overcharging and these games aren't worth it for $20, that is completely valid too. The thing that's
No, it's not. We should be mad and angry at all times.
social media and the internet doesn't understand is they're all fighting over who is right and who is wrong, but that answer doesn't exist. Otherwise, I would tell you. Like, if there was a right or wrong answer, I would tell you, you should do this, but there are valid
No, there is a right answer. Game Freak got lazy. Game Freak got lazy. Come on.
for both sides.
Come on,
There's
Arrow.
valid reasons for why somebody might want to spend $20 to buy these games on
Stop
the Switch,
having
and
fun.
then there's also valid reasons for why you shouldn't do that either. I mean, I've said it before, but there are a lot of people who have never played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it makes me feel super old saying it because those were literally some of the first Pokemon games that I have really good memories of playing, but there's a lot of people who grew up playing Pokemon.
How do you think I feel? I played the fucking originals, bro. In the late 90s, all right? In 99, all right? How do you think I feel, huh?
After like Pokemon X and
They're
Y,
fake
or the
hunk,
first games
alright?
are like Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield, and like they've never played these older Pokemon games, and they really want to have a chance to experience like some of these older retro games now and kind of get a feel for what Pokemon was like back then.
It's a little expensive, though. Come on. Surely it's a bit expensive. Just a little bit.
Kind of off
Just a little
topic, but
bit.
I can't wait to see these people learn about like how HMs were like and how you could only use TMs one time and stuff, and that's going to be a whole crazy thing to see, like a whole new
Address-
generation of people.
Address the MGBA in the corner of the room. Address him. Address him, Aero. Why are you not addressing him? He's just sitting there laughing at you.
Figure out these things like no
He's saying
EXP
that
share
he's
and all
not-
of that, and how like a lot of
Address
these
him.
old school Pokemon fans grew up playing the games. But yeah, there is a lot of people who've never played these games, and so for them,
okay, in all seriousness, I do agree. I do agree that it's nice to have an official way to play games that people didn't play before. But it's just, again, everything surrounding it could have been a more definitive edition of the definitive edition.
$20 to have access to a Pokemon game that they've never played before, that is definitely something that might be worth it for a lot of people. And the other side that's mad about this is saying stuff like, well, you can get these games right now. You can just download them online right now and play them on an emulator. You can get an emulator on your phone. You could play Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green right now, so why should you spend $20 and give that to the Pokemon company?
Okay, but do you want to address like the real arguments instead of those dipshits? Can we address the real argument? I know obviously I was joking, address them. But I'm just like, I hope you address this and address the real problem, you know what I mean? Which is no online, events aren't confirmed, home support delayed.
When you can already play the game and experience everything that you need to. And that is true. But there's also a lot of people that don't like emulators or just don't want to set an emulator up or don't care. Like, there's a lot of people
it's like the easy, bro. Okay. Okay, this is such a... GBA emulator, you could literally go on in like 2 minutes. Like, when someone says Dolphin, for example, Dolphin's a bit more intensive. You might need a decent laptop or PC. I get it. Like, with Dolphin or anything more, I'm like, fair enough. Bro, you could literally just go in the Android store right now and just get it in like 2 seconds. It's actually unreal. So the whole like, oh, but like people don't want to, like, for example, if you want to use me, I don't want to emulate, for example, the other 2 Metroid Prime games I haven't played, if that makes sense. You know? I don't want to emulate this. I want to play them on actual hardware because I want the like experience of playing it on real hardware, and then like, and also I want to be able to sit back on my couch. There's like other reasons why I'd want to play that. But this is basically the size of a GBA, and it's piss easy. Come on, man. Come on. No.
Just want a very simplified experience of just like...
I was literally emulating Pokemon Sapphire on a Windows XP computer when I was 10 years old. No!
Game is on my Switch, I can dock it and play it on my TV, I can play it in handheld mode, and that's all I gotta do. Now, emulators are easy to set up. It's not super hard, but some people just don't even want to do that. They don't even want to download an emulator.
So we'd rather pay 20... Oh, come on. Come on, man. Broski, it's like right here. Even Apple has emulators now, because the one they used to be able to say is, oh, you can't emulate stuff on Apple, because Apple never used to have emulators. But now you guys do have emulators, right? So I'm just like...
little bit of the settings to make it look good and just play the game like that. They don't want to have it like at their desk and have it on a computer, and some people don't like the touch controls that appear on a phone. So there's a bunch of valid reasons. Like if you want to play with an actual controller and have buttons and just have like an actual system in your hands, then yeah, that's also a reason why somebody might just want to buy this on their Switch. And so it's really up to you. If you want to buy Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green on the Switch, you do that. And if you want to skip out on these games, you can do that as well. If you are wondering about whether or not I'm going to buy Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green on my Switch, if you guys saw the predictions video that I had for the Pokemon Presents that I uploaded recently with my friend Ruffled Rowlet, there was a section in there where we talked about the rumor of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green coming to the Switch. And that was recorded like before the news came out officially, so we didn't know anything about like the prices or anything like that. But in that video, I did say that my maximum tolerance that I have for the price of these re-releases is $15, and that is the most that I would be willing to spend to get Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green on my Switch. And so now that these games are $20, I feel like I'm still going to be sticking to that. Like right now, I already have Pokemon Fire Red on my hacked 3DS. I could get it on my computer if I want to emulate it. Like I still have ways to experience that game if I really want to play it. But then again, I also did have one of my IRL friends who was kind of happy about.
I mean, it's one of the. I just find this really weird. I find this sort of like video really weird because like you have a hacked 3DS. You have a, I would say an objectively easy way. I wouldn't say objectively, but I would say like a really easy way to play this like free of charge, right? So you're like adopting the fencing option. It makes it seem like what was the point of even making this video? Like whenever people make videos addressing controversies and the ultimate conclusion is do what you want, I'm just kind of like, what was the point of making the video? That's how I always feel about this. Because I'm just like, when I'm addressing this controversy, I'm like, technically, yeah, the option of doing what you want is always there. But if you're asking me, these are fucking lazy, bro. You know, these are really lazy. You had like 4 things that you could have easily done to make this like like easily any one of the 4 things I said, which was events, online play, home support, or like a little cheaper, that would have been enough for me. Any one of 4 of those, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. But then like you know what I mean? Like I just feel like this whole experience was pointless. I had revenue, evidently I had revenue, huh? I'm just like, you know how we say like when Nintendo Directs have nothing, we say this could have been an email. I feel the same way about this ilk of video. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this could have been a community post, and you could have moved on. You know? I'm just like,
About this because he can play Pokemon Firered and Leaf Green, and he was talking about how like there is going to be like local trading still, like with like other Nintendo Switches, and he was like excited to finally have like an Alakazam because he could like trade it with me and have like Gengar and these Pokemon that we could never get.
And I agree. It'd be nice for me to play these games in an official way where I can trade wirelessly. It's a shame I can't do that online though. Yeah. In 2026, you know?
It's because we never had like the little adapters that we needed when we played like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on our GBAs. So he was trying to tell me like I should get it so that we can trade. I told him I don't really want to spend $20, but he was trying to tell me that he might even buy the game for me. So I don't know, maybe if he does that, I'm not really going to complain about getting a free game. So maybe that'll happen and maybe I'll get it like that. But at the end of the day,
this is how he backtracks. I was going to only pay 15, but if my brother buys it, then technically I didn't play it, guys. I didn't technically get it. So I'm not going against my word, guys. I'm not going against my word. My brother bought it for me. My brother bought it for me, guys. Come on, guys.
I'm not really in like a super rush or anything
to
to get these games. I've played them like 10 or 15 times at this point. I played them so much as a kid, so I pretty much know them inside and out. I'm not really in a rush to get them on my Switch, but for a lot of people who never experienced them, maybe it might be worth playing it, and
it's worth playing on a phone.
especially just having it on your TV. Some people might want to play
it's worth playing it with speed ups.
These games on a bigger screen.
It's worth playing on your laptop, okay?
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video,
oh, Aero, man, fancy, too fancy. You're supposed to have a take. You're supposed to pick a side. Do what you want in 2026. Come on, pick a side. You're either with us or against us. Come on, man. I can't believe this. Not enough hot takes. Not enough hot takes, okay? This could have been a community post. Unbelievable, Aero. Unbelievable. But okay, let me see what the comments have to say, actually. Let's have a look at the comments. But in all fairness, his take is totally normal, you know, in that do what you want. But I'm just like, if it's do what you want, like, any one of them mother could say do what you want. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of wanted a bit more. I want a bit more from my Aero. You know what I mean? If the whole takeaway was, I don't care, why did you even make the video? That's what I'm saying, you know? Do what you want. Blah, blah, blah. Liberal. Let's have a look at the comments, shall we? Fencing for, and then a classic pinned comment asking a question, but he doesn't reply. He does the classic big YouTuber thing, huh? The classic big. Oh, I'm gonna make a pinned comment with a question to farm engagement. I'm not gonna reply to any of them. I'm not gonna reply to any of them. Yes. Classic. Nintendo has no excuse to still be so behind with online. I don't get it neither. It's no excuse. In 2026, you do not have online trades or anything? Come on, man. I don't believe this. I can't believe this at all, lads. I just want them physical. I don't think they're going to do a physical release. I think they haven't confirmed that, right? I think they're going to do like, it's just digital only, which is amazing. Nicely done, Nintendo. Maybe they're not on this. I'd rather pay for a game than having a subscription, essentially renting and having them take away from me. Yeah, I agree. Fair dues. Leaf Green, Silver, and Emerald were the first games I owned when grade 4. My dad bought me my father gamers. My father. Which are the parents doing a fake physical version where they say you're a box but no cartridge. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Can you do online trades on emulators? I'm almost certain you can. I can't confirm that. Let me actually find out. MGBA online. Let me do a quick Google search. Is it possible? It's possible to trade. I don't know if you can do online trading though. I'm not getting anything when I Google online trading. You can trade though via MGBA. You can do that. It's a bit confusing though. But if anything, if you're playing an emulator, you probably can have access to PK Hex. So you can like just tinker with the numbers there. My boy on Android can do online. I'll take your word for it. I think it has to be learned. Fair dues. So my original, I'm still going to get both games to add to my collection. Oh, disgusting. 40 bones on a pair of ROMs. Leaf Ninja? I can't believe it. I do worry this is the start of Pokemon Bank closing. At the Virtual Console version of Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, those games are hard to get before the Virtual Console. Now it's now 10 years old from the Virtual Console. Those games are now rare. Not necessarily a collection edition. No, you could just mod your 3DS and you can get all of them. That's how I did it. Because I think I only had like Yellow and Crystal. I was able to get all of them because I just modded my 3DS. I know you can use the Universal Pokemon randomizers to bypass trade Evos and things like Stone and Evo level ups. Crazy. The type of hedonism they talk about in the Bible. I mean, over the years, I've played through Kanto on Red, Gold, Fire Red, Soul Silver, Let's Go Eevee. 5 times enough for me. But I think $20 for a kid to experience an entry-level Pokemon game back with this Pixel Jam is a pretty good deal. I suppose, you're not wrong. The main target customer is a new generation. Finally, someone with actual brains to realize that. I think when he says it would be interesting to see like the new gens play Gen 3, that'll be funny. I can't wait to get a bunch of tweets on my timeline. What the hell? Why is my Absol suck? I don't understand. Like whenever like Pokemon, what's it? If Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald come out on Switch, why does my Absol suck? I don't understand, guys. My Absol does like no damage. It's like, that's because Faint Attack's a special move. Faint Attack's a special move? What the heck? I used a TM and it disappeared? Guys, how was I supposed to know that Surf was in a random house? Yeah, you're supposed to go inside and talk to people, man. The Hoenn special. I can't wait for that. I don't know why I'm excited for them to come to Switch. The biggest thing I'm excited for was my son to experience what I did in 2005 when I got fired. When you got fired. All right, Unc. Enjoy that. I just want the physical classic collection with Gen 1.5 got. Brother, we're not seeing black and white ports until like the Switch 4. Come the fuck on, broski. What are we doing? Why is the cave so dark? I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. People went from stop locking games behind the Switch to why they get classic Goomba fallacy gamers. Classic Goomba fallacy in action. Good job missing, no? Goomba fallacy. Porque no los dos. Goomba, yes, hey, he said it, perfect. Hey. Just emulate. It's odd that no one complained about RBW and GSC coming to the 3DS systems. Well, that's because like they weren't really too expensive. They're like $10 or like £9. And this was before it was cool to hate, like super cool to hate Nintendo like it is now. So they're just kind of neat, you know? That's the issue. $20 versus $200. And he hearted this as well. Oh, that's got Aero. $20 versus 5 minutes. Come on, Aero, the bills cannot be this high. Aero, what are we doing here? Aero, come on. Come on, man. You're comparing a hard copy of a game that's only in production with digital files that can be sold endlessly. Oh man, free on your phone. Free on your phone, guys. Free on your phone. And just to clarify, when I say free on your phone, that's not me necessarily encouraging piracy. It's more to do with the fact that I can download a ROM on my phone and get the exact same experience, if not better, than a re-release is genuinely atrocious. That is horrible. If I could download Castlevania 3 on my phone right now, it is an inferior experience to the Castlevania collection. So it behooves me to buy the Castlevania collection because I get save states, I get rewinds, I get concept art, I get dev interviews, a bunch of quality of life improvements that make the experience a lot better. These are just ROMs on the store. If I play on my phone, I get speed ups, I get save states, I get rewind, I get events that are no longer in distribution. And I get access to a whole litany of tools where I can modify the experience to whatever I want. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying free on phone, by the way. I'm not trying to encourage piracy, but it's more so, I have a copy of Fire Red in my drawer, but if I really wanted to replay those games, I would just do them on my MBGBA, because I can modify the experience however I want. So I'm just like, crazy work. Liberal. That's all I gotta say. Liberal. They're just mad. We're gonna. Oh God! No! Guys, I can't deal with these people. I can't. I fucking can't. I can't. You're gonna pay. And the worst was 40. So you're gonna buy both of them. You're gonna buy both of these nuts in your mouth, yeah? Fucking glop shit, bro. Fucking glop. Who is we? Yeah, why would you buy both? Am I catching all the Pokemon? Get a friend, you lonely. Do you know the worst part about the $40 Andes are? You people are lonely. Go find a friend. Go find a friend. Go find a friend. That way, you save half the price by having a friend. Because at least you have a friend doing one Leaf Green exclusives. You can do Firered exclusives. You trade out to. That's what I mean. Go find a friend. Go find a friend. Go find a friend. I'm buying Fire Red. If I was to buy one, I'd buy Fire Red because I already have Leaf Green. When I say I have Leaf Green, by the way, it's not Fire Red. I keep saying Fire Red, but I actually have Leaf Green. So I buy Fire Red. I want to get my fiance to buy Leaf Green. At least we can trade. Do you know what I mean? And it works perfectly. $20 versus a friend. Literally, $20 versus a friend. Yeah, everyone's a fan of everything. You can be Oh. You're paying for nostalgia to relive a time in which you were happy. Terrible. They're mad because this is teaching Nintendo that asking for $20 for minimal effort is alright. What a masochistic way to flex, but you do you. Pokemon fans get what this is. It's funny to... The cope is just unreal. If you don't like it, then don't, but... Bruv, you know, I actually applaud Game Freak. We're just cattle waiting for the slaughter, aren't we? That's all we are. We're just cattle waiting for the slaughter. That's all we are, gamers. Like, this can't be stopped. I can't. Oh man, I'm definitely happy with this. I need Leaf Green in my life again. You got games on your phone. You got games on your phone. Have you got games on your phone? I don't see what the big deal is. Oh, hold the base subjective. Then why did you even contribute to it? Ella pulling a Guernica, about to make these glazing haters into an Ouroboros. I don't know what that means. Why is everyone mad? This is true gaming. All your young heads don't know ball. Listen, I like being able to speed up my games and rewind and save state and all that. Okay, reply to one here. I think there's been a lot of overreacting. But I'm over this, I'm not gonna lie. But I honestly rather enjoy if they re-released the original Gen 1 games alongside Firered Leafgreen, because it would have been cool to offer the original experience officially for the 30th anniversary, in my opinion. So he says, maybe if they re-release do well, they can bring more in the future. It's Pokemon. What do you mean if they do well? It's just ROMs. It costs them nothing to upload these. It costs them nothing to upload. It costs them nothing. Nothing. What are we doing here, man? It costs them nothing to upload these. Oh. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. If they do it, it's Pokemon. What do you mean? So, like, hang on. So, I love this, isn't it? I love this. So, this is what... Okay, just look at that. This is what I mean when I say I hate this sort of... Why did he make this video? Because it's obvious that you're pro Game Freak or you're okay with this, right? So, when you say, I don't care... Why are you making it seem like this? You're making it seem like you're a fencer when you actually want one side. So in that case, why don't you just make it clear? These guys are all glazers. I'm happy to pay $20. But place your side. Fencer when he actually loves Game Freak. He loves Game Freak, doesn't he, gamers? He's secretly got an agenda. He's a liberal. He's a liberal with a liberal agenda. Oh, I can't believe this guy. Maybe if this will do well, yeah? I can't believe this guy. I thought that was an XP share. No. Another reply. I need to not have network adapters. I think we got them secondhand. Yeah, I got them secondhand as well. Another feeling. Any more replies? We'll see if he replied to anything more. No, he didn't. He's fencing. I can't believe you, Aero. I'm extremely disappointed. But this was just the appetizer, gamers. This was the appetizer for the main course. Because that guy was just fence-sitting. This guy was fence-sitting guru. And now we're going to talk to a fence-sitting god. As we've got our guy, Mr. Carlo. Mr. Carlo is back at it again, gamers. Back at it again. You got to be kidding. So, and again, and you know what? The worst part is, gamers. The worst part is, he put $40 in the thumbnail. Oh, lying in his thumbnail to prove that he's not a grifter, gamers. Can you believe this? Because, I mean, they're 20. No one is buying both of them. So, like, you know how Arlo's a fence sitter? Like, famously a fence sitter? He's going a bit too far on the other way, if you ask me. I'm like, no, they're 20. They're not 40. They're 20. So why are you putting 40 in the thumbnail? Even, and the worst part, do you know the worst part about this again? Do you know the way that makes it extra crazy? Let me show you. Give me 1 second. I don't have the video handy. You would think our favorite guy ever made, Nintendine, would be the guy to do this. But no, even Nintendine does it correctly, gamers. Even he says $40 total, and the thumbnail says $20 each. So Arlo has decided, you know what? I'm beating the fence here allegations. I'm going grift mode. I'm going grift mode, gamers. That is what's happening. Nintendine was the honest one. How does Nintendine get a W here? Well, Mr. Carlo. I hope you've got a lot to say. I put him on 1.5 times speed, by the way, because it's a topic Carlo video, which means he rambles a bunch. What does he have to say, gamers? I can't do this. Let's see what Mr. Carlo had to say.
The Pokemon Company just announced, unsurprisingly, that they will be having a Pokemon Presents presentation on Pokemon Day, February 26th.
Is that too fast, gamers? Should we do let's do 1.25 instead, just in case.
7th. What is surprising, however, is that they've also announced a set of Pokemon products ahead of time. There have been rumors floating around for a while that they were going to do some sort of classic games collection, and I think that was probably us hoping for too much. I don't know if that was ever really on the cards. Instead, they have just announced that they are re-releasing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and they're just sticking them right on the eShop. These are not going to be a part of Nintendo Switch Online GBA.
They're not, no.
Standalone releases.
They're not, Mr. Carlo. Mr. Carlo.
The ultimate version of the classic Kanto adventure that kicked off this whole Pokemon thing 30 years ago. And, it's tough not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, you are looking a gift horse in the mouth. Unbelievable. Also, hang on, dog breed real quick. I have multiple means to play these games. I like these games. What's one more way to play, especially for official means? I mean, that's on you, broski. I mean, if you wanna buy them, then fucking buy them, okay? Do what you want with your money, okay? Evidently, you're putting it to good use, giving them to me, eh? Putting that to good use, huh?
But there's good things and bad things about this. On the one hand, it's kind of cool that they're giving us just standalone releases. That's the thing about NSO. It is a pretty good deal if you want to play a lot of old games just for like one relatively low fee per year, especially if you have a family plan. It's just like dollars and you have access to all of these games. But at the same time, what happened to just owning games? We like to just own games. It'd be really nice
love to own games. We love owning games.
So it definitely is cool that we are going to be able to buy Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green just outright, just right there in the eShop. It's just a download, and then you have it. You don't have to keep paying for NSO forever. So it's like that aspect of it is like kind of good in its own sort of way. But then from where I'm sitting, everything else is just like, what? What is this? What even is this? They're $20 ... each. They're selling each Fire Red and Leaf Green for $20 each.
And this is the one argument I just don't understand. Who's buying both? Get a friend. I'm sorry. I will never fall for this gaslighting, guys. I will never fall for this as long as I fucking live. All right. The game is $20. It's already a bit too expensive, if you ask me. A bit pricey now. Like I would have said 15 would have been a nice middle ground. Because considering the Game Boy ones were 10, they're not 40. $20. Yeah, get one. Why are you getting both? I want to collect them all. Get a friend. Hit someone up on your local Discord server to trade you the exclusives. I don't care. I will never get a friend. It is easier than ever to join a Discord server. Hopefully someone lives in the same city as you or nearby. You can do it. Do you know what I mean? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
And if you ask me,
I can't believe this, man.
Alone here, I feel like that price is a little bit high for these super duper old games. And I understand that when you're a company and you have these games and they are still beloved, and like, yeah, you want to utilize them, whatever. And it's not necessarily this thing where like a game diminishes in value forever until it should be free. I mean, like maybe you could argue that to a point that that's true. Should we be charging literally anything for NES games anymore? I don't know. So like I sort of get it. I just like it's just. We're already seeing like Nintendo and Pokemon and basically everybody in the industry, they're all tightening their belts. Things are tough right now, so they're all trying to figure out.
Guys, Nintendo's having such a hard time. Hang on, did he actually say, hang on, let me go back. Hang on, let me go back.
It's just, we're already seeing like Nintendo and Pokemon and basically everybody in the industry, they're all tightening their belts. Things are tough right now, so they're all trying to figure out where they can kind of push it. You know, Nintendo is always looking to kind of push the boundary of like how much.
It's all a bit tight now, guys. It's all a bit just. Of course, that's the first thing Arlo thinks about. The company. Hey, is there a certain someone by any chance as to the reason why it's looking a bit rough in the US? Is there a certain someone you want to name, Arlo, at all? Is there a certain someone you want to name at all? And then when you say like they're tightening their belts, I'm just like, I don't understand what you mean by this. Because if we look at the numbers, gamers, they're doing fine. So I'm just like,
people will tolerate how much they can charge for stuff.
when the RAM shortage is causing the Switch 2 shortage, then you can say they're struggling. Wait until it happens. Yeah, I think as of now, they're fine. When it happens, fair dues. As of now, it's fine. Okay, it's fine.
And you know, I don't like it. I grumble about it, but for the most part, it's not too bad. But then Pokemon has pretty much always been just like good 2, 3, 4 steps further. You know, like pushing that boundary just like that much further than Nintendo as a whole. And if the other stuff that Nintendo, you know, other amounts they have been charging for things have already been kind of this generation, we're just seeing Pokemon just push it so incredibly. As a whole. And if the other stuff that Nintendo, you know, other amounts they have been charging for things have already been kind of this generation.
Is there a certain reason why the things they've been charging a bit I don't know. Is there maybe someone behind that? Especially the amiibos? Anyone behind that?
We're just seeing Pokemon just push it so incredibly hard. $20 each. If it was a 2-pack, I'd still be like, you know, like for games this old, it's like, what is it, like 40 megabytes? Or something. It's just like I could just load it up on my phone in a second. It's nothing.
Shit.
It's so
damn. Okay, Arlo kind of base for that. All right. Arlo kind of bit. You know, he's got it on his phone. You know, you're not fair.
So
you're not
tiny.
fair.
Game Boy
You're not
Advance
fair.
games, for Pete's sake.
You can get them on your phone, Arlo.
So
Yes.
many on NSO, but they're Pokemon. So for the privilege of playing these, $20 each. You couldn't at least combine them. You could not at least combine them and still make millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, like, nope, you gotta push it. You always gotta push it. The whole, like, double release thing, which is, like, it's also hard because we all know that is scummy. We all know that, like, from the beginning, making people, like forcing them to only have one save file per cartridge and then releasing multiple versions, so you have to buy the same game 2 or 3 times to get all of the content and all the Pokemon. It's already really, really, really scummy. I don't want to get on anyone's case. You know, we all make our own decisions, but, like...
Oh, it's a good... Of course. The moment he starts like fighting truth to power, I have to read it back, guys. I have to read it back. I'm Arlo. I have to read it back. Hang on. Let him cook. Maybe I interrupted the gamers. Let him cook.
Yes, you know, we all make our own decisions,
Let me
but,
cook.
like, buying 2 versions of the same game, like,
Hang
that
on.
really is a con.
Hold on.
really is enormous exploitation of our desire for, like, completion to have the entire... Like, it's really, really gross to buy the same game again for, like, 2% different stuff. And they know that, and they know how many people are going to want to do it. So, yeah, like, if 20 is already kind of overpriced, even for both... splitting them up, and so now they know that a bunch of people are going to be paying 40.
I don't know if have they ever done numbers showing how many people buy both? I would love to know, like, what are the numbers on people buying both? Because to me, it always seemed like an inconsequential number of people. I barely know anyone who buys both games. You know? So I'm just like, it's scummy. Don't get me wrong. Like, the business model sucks, right? But like, I'm just like, I don't know anyone who buys both. I don't think they know the numbers of people who buy both. I don't know if it'd be even weird to track that. I really do think it's a loud minority. I do think so. Sometimes they offer I know they offered the Sword and Shield double pack. Is there a way to check the sales on that, actually? Hang on, let me have a look, actually. What's it? Pokemon Sword Shield double pack sales? Did they track those at all? Those Scarlet and Violet also did a dual pack. Did they ever? I'm not seeing anything on the sales numbers. Has there ever been any sales numbers on those? No, I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing's coming up. Nothing's coming up, unfortunately. But it'd be curious to see, like, they sell them, but I'm just like, how often do people buy them? I feel like it's a loud minority, isn't it? Like at most 10%, but even then that's probably like, do you know what I mean? Even then that's probably like a bit much. The reason I ever buy double pack is if I know, if a friend and I know both are getting the next Pokemon game, yes, it's weird. I've seen double pack in the top 10s. Yeah, I'm sure people buy it, don't get me wrong. Maybe even enough to get into the top 10s, but like I think it's definitely a minority, you know?
It's just.
So when Arlo complains about this bit, I'm just kind of like, he's right, but I'm just like, at the same time, I'm just like, get a friend. That's my stance.
It's too much, man. It's just like, it's ridiculous. And like the whole thing is a mess. That's the thing. Yeah, they're completely separate downloads. You got to pay, you know, $20 for both of them. But then even beyond that, each language option is its own
this is stupid. This is really, really stupid. I don't know why it's like that.
These are like something megabytes, like ROMs. You couldn't have made like a little launcher that came up and was like, oh, do you want to play in this language or that language? And it just loads up the ROM because it's still going to be a microscopic download. But no, there's a different version for each version and each language version, and it's ridiculous. Oh, and did I mention that there's no online? There are no online.
Yep,
features.
no online. True.
Online. There's nothing. There's no additional content. There are no changes to the gameplay. It's just ROMs. We're paying for the privilege of playing these ROMs on our Switches. Okay, technically, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe somehow these are like ports or whatever, but like they're ports of games that we are so used to. Like, GTA games. They're the easiest things to run in the world. They're the easiest things to emulate. The game sizes are so tiny. They could probably just have like an emulator right there in the software.
Could probably play on your Samsung Smart Fridge, couldn't you, Arlo? Yeah.
Off of that emulator. Again, I don't really know much about this, but that's the way that I understand it. So to have all
you understand it just fine. Don't doubt yourself, Arlo.
Extra features whatsoever,
double down.
no modernizations, and then to charge $20 separately for each and every one. It is really aggressively scummy. And
True.
Also just messy.
True.
It's just messy. You couldn't work with us like a little bit here. The games
That's
are
what
not
I'm
getting a physical
saying.
version. Apparently they are in Japan. But it's just a code in a box. So
yeah.
So even there,
terrible,
like, okay,
huh? They couldn't even do like a game card, couldn't they?
Because we like Japan the most. I get it. I won't argue there. It's Japan. It's pretty important to them. But even then, it's
fuck Japan, man. Why do they get all the cool shit? Fuck Japan, bro. Give us the cool shit, huh? I can't stand it. It's been that way as long as I fucking lived. Do you know what I mean? You guys are kind of lucky because if you were a Pokemon fan, Gen 6 and Modern, no, I think Gen 5 was the first time where they released all the games basically at the same time, right? Gen 5 onwards. If you're a kid like me, Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, you got to see all those Japanese kids get it first, and then we were just sitting there, twiddling our thumbs, and it was even what was it? I think it was Gen 6. I remember it was Gen 6. It was Gen 6. Because you know what happened with Gen 5, right? With Gen 5, my brother literally found a dumped ROM of the Japanese version to play it early. And it was like, and I was like, no, I want to play it officially first. I want to play it. But he was telling me about all these cool Pokemon, and he was flexing to me, and it's shut. I got it. Pokemon is a worldwide franchise. Why is everything still in Japan only half the time? All the cool shit is still in Japan, and we have to like hope. We have to hope that there's a pop-up Japanese Pokemon Center somewhere in the world, so we get to enjoy the cool shit that they have. So we have to hope and pray, because Lord knows they can't make a storefront in Europe. Lord knows they can't do that. I can't stand it. But hey, I'm telling you, when it comes to Pokemon specifically, Japan can do whatever they want with anything else. When it comes to Pokemon, I get so fucking mad. It's never in the UK neither. It's a franchise worldwide, goddammit. Let us have some fun!
Code in a box. So even there, they're like, okay, we'll do a physical version, but only in Japan, because we like Japan the most. I get it, I won't argue there. It's Japan. It's
no, you should argue. You should.
Even then, it's a code in a box. It's just a hunk of plastic for you to put on your shelf. It's not even a cartridge. We just couldn't even be bothered. Jeez. Oh, and then also, because these are standalone releases and not on NSO, that means that you don't have access to any of the like virtual console features,
which also even
remapping,
also very, very annoying as well.
I know that gets like a little bit messy when like you're like trying to trade Pokemon with someone. Okay.
I don't really care with us. They can't even release the Legendary. Oh yeah, we didn't even get like shiny Koraidon Miraidon, didn't we? We didn't even get that, did we? Yeah, terrible. Fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, how do you do that if you can like rewind and do save states and stuff? But I think my counter argument to that is, who cares? Who cares? These are ultra.
Holy shit! Hey, you know what? Arlo kind of spin today. He got off the fence. Like, you know, fuck this noise. He's like, you know what? He's an angry puppet today.
Old games. We're not going online with
Fucking,
them.
well, I want to see. I want to see more of this, Arlo. Just a bit. Listen, I know, I get it. So maybe I'm a bit too confrontational. Maybe I'm a bit too mean to people. But sometimes you just gotta say how it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta say it. I like this. I like this, Arlo. Who
Just
cares?
let
Exactly.
people do whatever they
Tell
want.
them.
It doesn't matter. It's not gonna like be a problem. Cheaters.
Just, there's some situations that call for a. I don't think that's right. And there's some situations that call for a. This is one of them. Thank you, Arlo.
Disrupting the meta. It's not a thing.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, and then there was like this big Q&A with the Pokemon Company about like the nature of these releases, and when asked why they decided to make these standalone releases and not put them on NSO, their answer was, "We thought it would be fun." I think I'm not the only person who finds that a little bit funny. Like, why didn't you put it on the service?
Interesting,
that people
huh?
could play it for free if they're already signed up to NSO. Why did you release them standalone and charge $20 each? Well, we just
They did say that, by the way. I think there's a Q&A underneath it, and they did say that. We just thought it would be kind of fun.
We just thought it would be more fun. It's more. It's
I want to get that at normal speed. Damn, strawman voice Arlo. Hell yeah.
release them standalone and charge $20 each. Well, we just thought it would. We just thought it would be more fun. It's more. It's more fun. We think that you'll have more fun if you pay $40
Hell
instead
yeah.
of $0
It's 20 bucks. Hell
for
yeah.
these games. It's just
on.
absurd. It's just they're just
crazy,
pushing
Arlo.
it so darn
Hell
far.
yeah.
And I can hear the comments already. There's gonna be plenty of.
You're addressing the people online. Arlo, oh my mama, Arlo, I will take everything I said back if you just say fuck them. I know you're not going to say exactly fuck them, but just be like, who cares? Say who cares. Kill them, please, Arlo. Now's your chance to kill them. Kill the people on. If you're going to people online, at least kill them. At least
So
kill them, Arlo. Come
darn
on.
far.
Come on.
And I
Come
can
on.
hear the comments already.
Go
There's
on.
gonna be plenty of like, well, yeah, but you're gonna buy it anyway. You're gonna keep supporting these practices, and I have two responses to that. One is my usual response, which is like, yeah, but this is kind of my job. It just kind of is. Like this is literally.
Arlo, come on. You're so close. You were so close, Arlo. You were so close. Damn it. No. All you have to do is say, hey, I gotta do this for a living, okay? It's my job, bitch. Leave me alone. Get off me. Get off me. Hang on. He might be able to save it with the second one. He might be able to save the game. Just hold.
My job. It kind of doesn't matter what the game is. I just like, yeah, if there's something to talk about there, I get it and I play it and I talk about it and I help people
All right,
make
come on,
an
hold
informed
on.
decision about their purchase. It's just kind of the point of being a game reviewer. But then second, in
Okay,
this
hang-
case,
hang
I'm
on.
going to say, I don't think I am going to buy this. I really like even.
It's my job, and guess what? Fuck that, I'm not buying it anyway. You know what? Arlo? He was like, guess what? I have to do this for a living, and I still ain't doing it. Do you know what's fair? I judged too soon. I paused it too soon. Do you know what, Arlo? He's back on the menu. He's fucking back.
But I don't even know if there's a video to get out of this.
It's not even worth the content. That's what he's like. Not only is it shoddy, it's not even worth the content.
Like, that's the thing about most of this. Like, most of these games, I would not be buying if I didn't have a YouTube channel. If I weren't talking about these games in videos. I don't think I would. Pretty much across the board, I don't think I would. At least not at, like, full price. Not for, like, top dollar.
Yeah, same
and
here.
all the DLC.
I'm in a little bit of a similar boat. Like, for example, I don't think I would have bought FIFA if we didn't get a couple of live streams out of that. For example, I probably would have waited if it was on sale. Which we should probably do a tournament of that. I was thinking of that, actually. We should do a tournament of that. That'd be fun.
All the trimmings. Like, no, I don't think. And especially in this case. Like, no, I don't think I am. I'm not even curious enough to buy just one of them. I mean, they're great games. It probably goes without saying. They are great games. They are the ultimate versions of these very, very wonderful games. And you know what? They're pretty content rich compared to a lot of GBA games that you can pick up and like mess around with for like a couple hours. Like, no, I mean, it's good. It's Pokemon. It's a big old adventure. You can get some hours out of it. That's one reason why they were so popular. That's one reason why their legacy has persisted, is because just these little tiny Game Boy games, yet it felt like this massive adventure. Sure, but yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think I'm interested. If we did have NSO features, or like, I want a fast forward button. I think I would be much.
The Bandy response. I think Bandy said literally the same thing. He was like, yeah, no speed up, no party.
Much more likely.
No speed up, no party.
And play them. If there was a fast forward button, I think I'm just not patient enough for these games these days. I don't care that
you're not fair. I don't blame you.
much to relive the magic. They're just a little bit too slow. Mostly it's the price though. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. I'm sorry.
Apology notwithstanding, Arlo wins. Arlo wins, gamers. Arlo wins. I'm gonna be honest. I thought with the title he'd start off strong, but then like taper off. Do you know what? He kind of held his own back. You know, he held his own. He held his own for most of that. Do you know what I mean? By Arlo standards, a spineful masterclass. That's what it is. That's what it was, Arlo. Do you know what? Fair dues. Fair dues. Let's have a brief look at the comments, shall we? I have to give him his flowers. I have to give Arlo his flowers for this. GBA games on the Wii U eShop were $8, by the way. Were they? Okay, that makes it even worse, actually. That makes it even worse when you think about that. Oh, somebody said it. Thank you for the $19.99. You can buy a Pokemon history for the low price of $19.99. You could almost buy a copy of this game for that. I can't believe this, Subby. The whole FROG Dom is dumb on both sides. Seeing it made my entire 2026. And as you to have a Firered copy. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Do we play it, chat? I don't know if we stream it. I don't know if I'm just thinking, like, if I was to buy it and stream it, like, what can we do? Like, what can we do? Because I'm thinking, do I try and play it with Pokemon I've never done before? But the only Pokemon I've never used in Firered Leafgreen are the Trade Evos and some of the Safari Zone Pokemon. And, like, I don't even know if I want to Nuzlocke it because it's, like, so slow as well. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Is a Nuzlocke good enough? Will you guys be there for a Nuzlocke? Kind of randomized. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, what kind of fun could we have? You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd rather buy Pokopia, I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually, funnily enough, I did release that Pokopia video for my initial trailer reaction. In the last couple of months, I've seen people talk about more and more, and I'm kind of intrigued. You probably got more of a chance for me to buy Pokemon Pokopia, honestly. But I'll see what I do. I'll see what I do. But thank you for the copy anyway. You know, this time, hopefully embrace this more going forward. All I'm saying, again, I just want to clarify. I'm not saying Arlo has to be like a mean cunt like me. Absolutely not, right? But like, if you have a stance, like just have the stance. Do you know what I mean? There's no, you don't need to see both sides all the time. Sometimes you have a take that's just strong enough where you're just like, fuck this, man. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. And I think this is one of those ones where, like, you just say, hey, these are overpriced, fuck this. Can't be dealing with this, man. You know? And I think you're fair for this take. So just stand on it, you know what I mean? Stand on it and don't stand off. That's all I ask sometimes. I mean, that's what, I know even just all it's asking everyone. Like, if you know you're truing, then just fucking say your shit, you know what I mean? Like, who you trying to answer to? Who you trying to placate? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're never going to placate the people online. The people online are going to be the people online. So who are you placating? That's the thing I want to ask you. When I spit my shit, I'm just like, I say what I have to, you know? I say my piece. I know some people say it's surprisingly cheap, but others say it's outrageously expensive. Fascinating. It's only cheap in comparison to the second-hand market. Surprisingly, it's been relatively. Yeah, that's what makes me curious about it. I might actually buy it. I'm not gonna lie. I might actually buy Pokopia. No interest in it before, but like, or very little. But I'm just like. In terms of the epitome of, I would say, a product is worth exactly what people are willing to pay for it. True, honestly. What's worse than they completely know Zelda's 40th? Okay, people have been saying this. I'm just like, have they actually? Like, they don't do anything, man. What's wrong with you people? They barely do anything for anniversaries. Come on, man. Leave them alone. No one cares. I'm only telling those numbers that below 20. True. And the year just started, didn't it? Like, is it a mythical variable pricing? Yes, true. Happy Zelda anniversary. No one cares. Shut up, okay? Go away. It's a Pokemon video. You guys can go somewhere else. No one cares. Okay, I thought it was 20 for both. Anyways, it's 20 for each. No one's buying both of them, okay? I'm completely unsurprised. Like, no surprise at all. Y'all are buying both, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because Game of Sword is there. Find a friend. Find a friend. What if I don't have any? Make one. What if my friends like Pokemon? Make another friend. I'm not the same. Why are you giving them double the ad revenue because you're lonely? Go find a friend. That's probably cheaper. Why no speed up feature? Yeah, literally no speed up. Just happy they're not just be happy they're not charging the original 40. Your actions. What is this friend? Is this on the Pokedex? Yes, it's on the Pokedex. Well, I'm a social prick. Get friends! Being antisocial is not gonna help you, bro! It's not gonna help you. You're gonna grow up and you're gonna realize, wow, I wasted my fucking time being antisocial because it got me nowhere. Because you know what most of life is? Most of life is the people you know. And it's coming from a 31-year-old unk, all right? Oh, it's a meritocracy. The best people rise to the top. No. Nepo babies rise to the top, broski. It's about who you gotta make sure you're the Nepo, all right? That's what you gotta make sure. You gotta put yourself in that position, all right? So grow out of it, man. Get out of here. Aggressive is scummy. It's cheap. For this opinion, the video is too long. It's a topic all over it. He can ramble all he wants. I'll let him get away with that. Definitely on the rambly side. But what do you expect? This is bad. We just wanted to complain. You complain about me. Fucking default Dan L. I can't believe this. Oh. There are online future. There's none. You're lying. There's none. It's funny, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Money talks and BS walks. Man, he's saying his piece though. Shut up, nerds. Pokemon have been doing collections for years. There's no reason Pokemon could be the same without ordering it. Yeah, literally, there's no reason. There's no reason they couldn't do it. Lazy. Literally, can't even get version exclusive the opposite game or trade evolutions. Well, you can. You just have to have a friend. It's unfortunate. Auto Arlo confirmed. He's a fake fan because he won't consume. Yeah, Mr. Default, he's a fake fan because he won't. Not at all scummy. The pawns are complaining. At least when I say brokey, I'm joking. If someone's like, Musty, that's kind of mean. It's like, well, I'm joking. I'm always joking when I say brokey. I've been a broker for the longest time in my life. The pawns are complaining. Yeah, Arlo, you got to ban that guy. Arlo, ban that guy. Arlo, you got to ban that guy. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Also, we got about playing a ROM hack, but true. That doesn't seem that bad for me. And we can actually buy it rather than just subscribe. What was it? But these are $5 games. Xbox Sony put their old games at $5. This is nostalgia bit. I got to play 3 GTA games or Fallout 4. He had to triple comment on this guy. He had to triple comment on that guy. Unreal. This isn't even a fairy type, and it's still before the special physical special. No one should buy this. True. Just don't buy the game, man. Shut up, all right? Shut up. It's his job to talk about it. And he actually had a take, you know what I mean? He had a take. You guys complain about the strange things. Arlo, you have to start banning. Arlo, give me a sword. Arlo, give me a sword. I will make your comment section great again, Mr. Carlo. Mr. Carlo, elect me as your sword, and I will slash at these terrible, terrible comments, okay? I will do this. I'm telling you, I'll do it for free. I'll do it in my spare time. Address me, Arlo. Give me an axe. Give me an axe. I'll kill one for you. Y'all are complaining about $20. Seriously? Shut up. Shut up, nerd. Get him out of here. Get him out. Send him home, Arlo. I was going to play with my nieces, but no online's a deal breaker. When you can play with your nieces. One other shotgun. Shotgun's a bit too impersonal. A sword, like, you really get close to them as you see the light fade from their eyes. You know what I mean? Give me a sword, Arlo. Give me a sword. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Arlo, you know what? The odd Arloism aside, you did a good one, Arlo. You did a good one today. You spoke truth to power, and even he won't be buying it. You know what, Arlo? Arlo's back, gamers. Arlo is back, and he's better than ever. Should have made this a main channel video instead, huh? I didn't expect Arlo to have do one of the good ones, but he was, gamers. He certainly was. Cinematic display from Arlo. W Arlo, right there. That's all I got. That's all I got in regards to this drama, gamers. That's all I got. Ooh. That's all I got this time, gamers. Hang on. What did you make of it? Closing thoughts, gamers? There we are. Funny moment. A funny big chungus gaming. Sponge! Sponge, you got more work to do, okay? You know, you're already working on something, aren't you? I'll sort this out later. Still can't believe the guy who bought Can we watch the Demeech one? Are we really gonna watch the Demeech? Is Demeech just gonna be bloviating for 10 minutes, bro? I can't deal with Demeech. Like, I love him, but like, he's more rambly than Carlo. You know what I mean? He's a rambling Raymer, that's what he is. I quit Pokemon and I've never been happier. What the fuck does he have to say, huh? Fucking Demeech. Alright, go on. Let's watch a bit of this.
You are now watching Demeech.
I'm not promising a full watch, okay? Hang on. Let's, real quick. Shitpost check? What's the shitpost check?
People online, la la la. My father, the buildings, line goes down. Goomba Fuzzy, Homelander gift, defending the $1 billion company. La 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 la.
Good meme. Good meme. Oh, the Jade. Did Jade do it as well? No, I think that's the fake one. That's the screenshot. That's a screenshot from the video. I thought Jade did it as well. That would have been funny. Good meme. This writing fire. Demeech, what you got for us? What you got for us, Demeech?
Nintendo just announced that they are re-releasing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. They're $20 each and are identical to the originals if they include it online so you could trade and battle with your friends online.
Yeah,
in
true.
addition to Pokemon Home compatibility.
True.
I may have actually been positive towards
True.
this. But of course, it's just the ROMs dumped on the eShop. So I proceeded to dump those very same ROMs onto my Retroid Pocket. The excuses Pokemon fanboys have been coming up with to defend these have been hilarious.
Well,
Game
then.
Freak, just
Demeech, show us. Demeech in 2020, you have to show us, Demeech. Come on.
didn't want rewind and save states, so that's why they're separate from Switch Online. Okay, if that was the case, just disable the feature specifically for Pokemon. They did that with the Virtual Console re-releases of Gen 1 and 2 on the 3DS.
They did.
They did this to exploit a bad situation. The original Game Boy Advance cartridges for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green go for over $100. They're not rare, but a lot of people want to re-experience their childhood, and believe it or not, are unaware of emulation. You gotta keep in mind, a lot of people who watch videos about gaming on YouTube are really interested in the hobby, but a lot of people who are more casual are completely unaware of things like emulation and retro handhelds. It's important to bring up whenever games...
See, here's the thing for me, though, right? I feel like being involved in the discourse, the overlap between people that are involved in the discourse online, like the chronically online space that we occupy now, if you're in this chat, hello, I'm talking about you as well, and the people that don't know about emulation, I don't think there's even a single, like, overlap between the two. I feel like if you inherently, just by virtue of being in this space, like, you know about emulation, you know? When you talk about the super casual, we're talking about like fucking someone about my age who has no idea what this online space is about, you know what I mean? Then they're like, oh, Fire Red Leaf. We're not talking about them. They're fine. The super casuals can live their life, okay? We're not talking about them. They're just the bystanders, you know what I mean?
Games are re-released on Nintendo Switch Online, the prices do go down. And even I'll admit, having everything on my Switch 2 is really nice.
It is nice.
Here's the thing. With the pricing for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, I don't even think it's all that bad. I will gladly pay $100 to experience the Virtual Boy again, because it's a novelty, and there's nothing else like it.
I felt like I was going crazy, which is why I put my glasses on, by the way, if you're curious. The footage is shaking. Why is the footage shaking, Demeech?
Also acknowledge that I'm undiagnosed crazy and love the Virtual Boy. But let's say I wanted to play...
What? Are you guys seeing that? I don't know if it shows up on the stream well. Why is the footage shaking?
Play Pokemon Leaf Green. All I'd have to do is go to my kitchen, go to the pantry, and find a potato to emulate it.
Demeech, why is the video shaking? It's Snowland. Yeah, why is it shaking?
It's not so much the price, it's the principle. Honestly, if you don't know how to emulate Game Boy Advance games in the year 2026, really on you. If you don't buy Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch, that literally only means you cannot play Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch. There's not even a fear of missing out. What's there to fear if there's nothing to miss out on?
True.
Just play it on another device. They are doing this because they knew people wanted classic Pokemon games on the Switch. It is nice being able to play everything on the Switch or Switch 2. It is so convenient. They knew that any price really would have been a better deal compared to what they're going for on eBay. They're taking full
Spit your
advantage
shit,
of that.
Demeech.
Nothing more,
He's
nothing
just
less.
truing.
I find it so funny whenever this meme is brought up. We
Which one?
asked for this and are mad that we got it. Okay, I'm in the mood for McDonald's. I want a Big Mac. I ordered that Big Mac, and I certainly got that Big Mac. But that Big Mac was a nasty patty and was handed to me by Grimace himself. And he...
I swear to... Okay, do you know what it is, right? Do you know what it is? If you've never noticed it, now when I point it out to you, you guys are never going to be able to unnotice it. Do you know how? Do you know how whenever someone flexes a retro game, they're always on the title screen? because they didn't actually play the game. They take the picture and they close their retro console and they go play Fortnite or something. You know that's the thing, right? You guys are aware of this? You guys are aware of that, right? Every motherfucking American cannot help themselves but compare it to a burger. You guys are actually so fucking fat as a nation. You guys are the biggest backs on planet fucking Earth. Can you guys think of anything else other than food for a change? And ever since someone pointed it out to me, I've not been able to unnotice it. Genuinely. It is... Anytime you guys need a metaphor, a simile, some, like, anything, it's always a fucking burger. It's to the point where you guys are like, oh, is this such a nothing burger? You guys invented that expression because the term nothing was not enough for you. The term was not, yeah, this is such a nothing situation. This is such a non-traversy. No, this is a nothing burger because you guys are fucking fat. You guys are so fucking fat as a nation. It can't be done, I'm telling you.
He proceeded to slap me across the face. I got that Big Mac and battered by Grimace.
Oh my god.
So why did I ask for the Big Mac? Nuance. Not everything is...
Alright, okay, Demeech is kind of... Okay, all right, you know, Demeech's having a bit of fun. He's having a bit of fun today, Demeech. I give him that.
And battered by Grimace. So why did I ask for the Big Mac? Nuance. Not everything is black and white. Those new games clearly haven't been that. And that's the thing. I did not like any of the main Switch Pokemon games. I didn't play much of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I did not get Pokemon Legends Zaza. Come on, why would I get that?
You have to stop calling that.
Zaza is right
You
there.
had no. This is why I can't watch Demeech, man. I can't watch this nigga. He's never smoked weed in his life, and he insists on making this joke every time. I'm not one. If he does one more of those jokes, I'm quitting out of the video. I'm quitting out of the video, chat. I'm quitting out of the video. I'm not dealing with it.
But
I'm not
Pokemon Sword and Shield,
I'm dealing with
a
this.
crappy
I'm not
version
dealing
of
with
Sun and Moon with a British theme. Yeah, maybe thanks. I'd rather eat Marmite straight from the jar. Pokemon Ditzy Diamond and Slimy Pearl. Way to give the fans...
Ditzy Diamond and Slimy. Oh, Demeech.
The Gen 4 remakes they desperately wanted by handing development to a mobile game studio. But hey, if anyone didn't like them, why'd they ask for them? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Hey! Choose your words carefully, Demeech, or I'm unfriending you on Discord, motherfucker, alright? Choose your words carefully. Scarlet and Violet are the second best-selling games in the franchise for a reason, baby. I bought it, and so did all of you, alright?
That was the final straw. Even with the performance issues fixed next generation, you know, if any game has problems, just fix it next generation. The games are still a hot mess with no level scaling.
No, it's good. The game's good. The game's good.
I kept asking myself, why am I playing this? I knew why. It was mainly for my review, but when I was gaming just on my own and playing it, I constantly asked, why am I dealing with such unstable frame rates that could make me nauseous? Why am I dealing with a presentation so ugly?
You're a drone. You're a drone, Demeech. That's why you're a drone. You're a drone.
Why am I playing an open world game where I can't go anywhere that I want because there's no level scaling? The reason why I was playing it? Because I loved Pokemon, I guess? After
you were hypnotized, Demeech. You were hypnotized.
Despise, love just wasn't enough. It was clear to me this series wasn't going to improve for a long time. They fumbled with their first console entry. I'll cut them some slack. I thought Kirby Star Allies wasn't the grand HD Kirby game we needed, but it was just a one-time dud. That's all it was. Everything since then has been peak. But Pokemon Sword and Shield wasn't a dud. That set the pattern for a consistent lack of quality ever since then. I did hear Pokemon Legends Zaza is competent and doesn't have performance issues.
It's good.
But is that the standard? It's not for me. When they make announcements
it's
like
good.
this
It's good.
and that
No, Demeech, the game's
Pokopia
good.
will be on a game key card, you would typically expect me to unleash Demeech's fury, but I am so numb at this point that I'm not even surprised. Pokopia being on the game key card was really the cherry on the craft sundae for me. If I did an explosive rant about these games being $20, that would be disingenuous, because I'm not even that angry about it. I honestly expected each game to be $30. Them re-releasing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green for $20, despite how lazy the ports are, hardly the worst thing Pokemon has done. Rather, I wanted to just share my experience just checking out, because sometimes it's okay to say, hey, you just gotta walk away. Pokemon was once one of my favorite series, up there with Mario and Donkey Kong.
No, you're just a fake fan, Demeech. If you're not a fan anymore, if you gave up on Pokemon, you're not a fake fan. Pokemon needs you right now. Okay, they need you to be a fan, Demeech, and you walked out on them. You walked out on them when they needed you the most, Demeech. I think you're a fake fan, I'm going to be honest.
Well, maybe not that close,
I'm honest,
but it was
Demeech.
still one of my favorite
I'm very,
series.
very disappointed in
My
you.
first Pokemon game was Pokemon Soul Silver. What I love about it is collecting all of the Pokemon, leveling them up, watching them evolve, and applying those skills in gym battles. Now, Soul Silver has both Johto and Kanto, but even Pokemon games with one region, I found most Pokemon games prior to Gen 8 to have a good amount of content and replayability as well. Graphically, they were sprite-based, but the Pokemon look great and the games look appealing, even when they went into 3D.
I'm just so disappointed in you, Demeech. I'm just shaking my
I
head.
found both Gen 6 and Gen 7 to look very appealing. And what was cool about Pokemon is even though I started with Gen 4, all the Pokemon were there. You could use Pokemon introduced in Generation 4 in a remake of a Generation 2 game. That was sick. What I wasn't getting starting with Gen 8 is a challenge. Yes, Pokemon was never Dark Souls, but there still was an element of challenge to it. You could argue forcing experience share eliminates grinding, but you could also eliminate the grinding without it being forced. I like a little bit of grinding. Sure, it can be tedious.
Boring. It's called grinding for Demeech. It's called grinding for a reason, okay? Because it's a grind. It's boring, okay?
You develop a bond with your Pokemon. You're trying to level it up, and watching them evolve is so rewarding. When they just evolve in the back.
Yeah, but you can do that without having to mindlessly kill 10 Pidgeys. Sorry, that's a 10. I meant to say 100. It feels like there's a middle ground between your Pokemon just level up regardless, and I'm going in the grass for like 2 hours to kill 100 Pidgeys. Surely there's a fucking middle ground, bro. Surely something's got to give to Demeech. So people say like narratively it's more fulfilling. I'm like, I don't disagree. It's just even as a kid, just fucking walking around the grass and finding a Pokemon to kill it and just over and over. It's boring. It's boring. To me, it's boring. It's boring. To me, it's boring. Yeah, if it was more fun, they call it training instead of grinding. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's boring. So you either give me the EXP share or you fix the grinding. And they chose give me the EXP share, you know? That's what I'm saying, man.
Background, you'll just forget they're there. Forced experience share means less challenge and less...
Guys, should I pin and ban? I'm going to pin and ban camp for that.
...time bonding with your Pokemon. But again, the issue isn't experience share. It's forced experience share. Good graphics do not make a game good, but they are an excellent indicator of a game's quality. The saying good graphics don't make a better game was something that was important to say in 2007. The Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, they had their graphics, but the Wii games deserve to be taken seriously too. Because believe it or not, people did think that Wii games were bad because the graphics weren't in HD. Pokemon Sword and Shield wasn't impressive, but it was still mostly competent visually. But Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Legend Zaza? Were they even trying? Nothing is stylized about the presentation.
They were.
Trying to translate the anime into a bad
Demeech, they were. No, Demeech, they were good.
Just so outdated and unappealing. And although the performance issues were fixed in Zaza, it really doesn't look much
stop
better
saying
than Scarlet
Zaza.
and Violet.
You don't
Let's
smoke.
say I did get Pokemon Legends Zaza.
Demeech, you don't smoke.
What I predict, I'd find some enjoyment out of the game, but at best, I'd find it to be just okay. Why would I want to spend my time playing a game that's just okay when there are so many other games that are peak?
In your backlog, Demeech, in your backlog, the experience has nothing to do with difficult. I don't get why anyone still makes the argument. It's because it's lazy. Just like Game Freak. Oh, hey! They're lazy, just like Game Freak. It's not the XP share's fault. It's when the game isn't revolved around the XP share. Case in point, why X and Y sucks with the XP share on. Because it wasn't obviously built for the XP share on. But Sun and Moon and games onwards, the XP share worked fine because they were built around them. Strange, huh? Strange,
Still
isn't
playing
it?
Donkey Kong Bonanza, which released in July. Actually, I'm still playing it now. But not even a few weeks before we got Zaza, we got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Pac-Man World 2 Repack. And shortly after, we got SpongeBob Titans of the Tide, way better than I ever expected, Kirby Air Riders, Hades 2 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Yuka Replay. I just came to terms that it would be much more worth my time to play games I would thoroughly enjoy than waste my time with a game I knew I wouldn't really like. And honestly, it's been great. If
No, Demeech, you have to play
I don't care about
Pokemon.
playing them.
No, Demeech, you need to play Pokemon. Demeech.
I would get so disappointed
Demeech, buy Leaf Green. Demeech.
I wanted the series to improve.
You buy
If
Leaf
Scarlet
Green,
and Violet was
I'll
a
buy
final straw,
Fire
I
Red.
vented through countless
You beat the game,
community
we battle.
posts
We
and made
battle,
a lot of
Demeech.
videos
We'll stream it
expressing how I feel
together.
about the series.
Demeech, we'll do
What
a
I'd like
race.
to reiterate
We'll
is
do
that
a
I'm
race,
not saying
Demeech. We'll
that
do a
I'm gonna
race.
Stop giving my opinion on the Pokemon series.
Demeech,
I will still
no.
put out videos if I
Demeech,
play
come
a game
on.
early like Pokemon Legends.
Metronome
Zaza,
Battle,
you can bet I'm
Gen
gonna
3
talk about
version.
it. I'm just
Demeech.
done buying the games and
Demeech,
supporting
come
the
on.
series. There's a
Nuzlocke
chance
race,
things
Demeech.
can improve.
Nuzlocke race.
If Pokemon actually has its
Metronome
Breath of the
only
Wild, Odyssey,
battles.
or Bonanza moment, I will happily come
IRL
back.
tournament,
But I'm
Demeech.
not
IRL
expecting
tournament. I'll
that,
pay for your
and I
ticket to
realized that
London.
walking away
IRL
really
tournament.
wasn't so bad after
Demeech,
all.
please,
Let's say
no.
even Mario got
No,
bad. My
think
favorite
about
series
think
of all
about
time,
Satoshi.
and they just continued the
No,
generic era.
think about no.
Games like Paper Mario
No,
Signature
Demeech, no.
Mario Party 9,
Why are we
and they
mentioning
continue
Paper Mario?
pushing the music
Is this a
from Mario
Reese
Brothers
video?
games as a signature Mario
No,
games.
Demeech,
Honestly,
no.
I would have just left. Because at that point, the
Demeech,
series would be
no.
a shadow of what it used to be. You may assume that it's hard to let go of a series you're attached to, but if you feel the same way that I do, and
6
aren't
on 6,
getting what you want
Demeech.
out of
6 on 6
Pokemon games
showdown.
Anyway, it might be time to
Demeech.
assess this. Analyze what you
Oh.
loved about Pokemon before and what changed.
You can't say
if
this.
Most of what you loved is in the new games.
Come back,
play
Demeech,
them.
come back.
But if they're not, life is still going to be good skipping them.
Come
the fear of
back.
missing out is just that, a fear, and it's one that can easily be conquered. So what
No,
do you guys
no,
say?
don't conquer it.
Special
Keep
shout
playing
out to
Pokemon.
Fazvan07, Colin Wickham, Mevins, Marcus TZB.
He's doing member shout. You're doing member shouts. I'm crying because you left Pokemon, and you're doing member shouts. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this, Demeech. I can't deal with this. I'm crying. I'm in tears, bro. I'm in tears. Listen, do what you want, Demeech. Okay, do what you want. I think he DM'd me and asked me, "Am I going to buy him?" I think I said the same thing that I told you guys, which was, on a personal level, I'm not really remotely interested. For content, it could be fun doing some old school battling, but I'll see how I feel. I think that's what I told him. Liberal. Don't just walk away, Demeech. Walk backwards. The 3DS Pokemon games are really great gems that are underappreciated. No, then... no! Don't! It's the Pokemon cycle! No! I remember when these games got loads of hate. And now the Pokemon now it's the cycle. The cycle is happening. Cycle, gamers. Row! They are correctly rated in that X and Y are pretty naff, and Sun and Moon are cutscene slop, okay? That's how it is, alright? That's how it is! And I don't accept nothing! I'll accept nothing, okay? What about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Those are good remakes. Just good. HCSS was great. These are just good, okay? Just good. Good remakes. Still should have had the Battle Frontier in it, though. Definitely should have the Battle Frontier in it. I feel similar with Call of Duty as I do with Pokemon. It's a series I grew up playing and used to love, and that's a shell of its former self. It started going down here with Modern Warfare 2019. Modern Warfare 2019 was pretty good. What? What the hell? So for me, it was Ghosts that got me off of Call of Duty. And then Modern Warfare 2019 actually got me back onto Call of Duty again. That was actually a really good Call of Duty, if you ask me. Like, the campaign was good, the multiplayer was good, Warzone was fun for like a day. Crazy work, Jake, I don't know. Oh, yeah, of all the games, Modern Warfare 2019, yeah. You could have said Vanguard, you could have said, like, Infinite Warfare, you could have said, like, Modern Warfare 3. You could have said Black Ops 7. There's a bunch of, you could have said Ghosts, same with me. Advanced Warfare, I'd give you Advanced Warfare as well. Bunch of acceptable answers. MW 2019 is not the best of them, you know what I mean? Little whack there, Jake, I'm gonna be honest, little whack there. Really happy I was never a fan to begin with. No, you have to be a Pokemon fan, guys. You have to wait your turn for all I'm saying, guys, there are two versions of Sir Musty you do not want to see. The first version is Sir Musty when Arsenal win the league. The second version is when Gen 9 becomes good again. I'm going to become the most insufferable person in both realities. I'm going to become the most insufferable person on planet Earth. You guys don't understand. If we win the league this year, I'm literally going to be wearing nothing but red for the whole summer. I'm going to be the most obnoxious person on planet Earth, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to be done. Arsenal winning. You shut your whole mouth. You shut your whole mouth, okay? We're going to win the league, okay? And I'm going to be the most obnoxious person ever, okay? It's going to be over. You guys are going to go, oh, it doesn't count. Hang on. I've started seeing the cope already. Doesn't count. It's a World Cup year. It doesn't count. It's a World Cup year. I've already seen you guys trying to make your excuses. I've already seen it. I don't care, okay? It's going to be great. When SV gets good, it's good again. And Arsenal win the league. It's going to be a good day for me, okay? It's going to be a great day for me. That's what I'm saying. I quit Pokemon the Sword and Shield and moved on to the Shantae series. Poor guy. Actually, not fair. Go in? This guy needs to stop. This Goomba needs to stop. I'm going to drop the files on you, Goomba. I'm going to drop the files. I'm going to drop the clip. I'm gonna drop the clip. You better be careful, Goomba. You gotta be very, very careful. You better be very, very careful. What is that profile picture? Holy shit. To be honest, I've never been interested in Pokemon. You have to play it. M64, bros, you have to play it. You have to play it. You have to play it. Come on. You have to, come on, join us. I'm so glad I quitted. It's not a word. Pokemon after that absolute disaster was Scarvi. Scarlet Violet was good, okay? You just weren't ready for it. After that slop DLC fest, the DLC was actually pretty good. What? The base game launched in a terrible state. DLC was good. Hidden Treasure of Area Zero? What? Oh, I'm crying. I never regret walking away when Dexa took off. In fact, everybody's seen the Pokemon. I smile at the money I've saved. I smile at the money I've saved. I mean, fair, but like, I'm just like, okay, all right, sure. It's like I no longer buy the yearly Call of Duty. I can't say I smile, think about all the money I've saved. I'm more just like, oh, I wish the games were still good. Shame. It's sad when you do the math and see how much hundreds of dollars every new game has you pay for the full experience. I'll never understand this take, by the way. If I could just rant about something, gamers, I will never understand this shit. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is a complete experience. If you want more experiences after that, you pay for the DLC. That's how DLC works, and I don't understand how people have forgotten about DLC. I will never forget. Battle passes and games as service have completely fried everyone's perception on DLC. Because if the game is literally incomplete, fair. But Scarlet and Violet, as buggy as they were at launch, was a complete experience. And the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero was on top of that. You don't need to buy the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero to get a complete experience. You have it in the game. The same with PLZA as well. So like, when people say this, I'm like, no, stop. I think GOTY editions and Definitive editions, I think, are more responsible for this mentality. I actually think so too. I think I'm blaming Battle Passes, but it's actually, yeah, Game of the Year editions, which is nice to have. Don't get me wrong. Would it be nice if, like, say, for example, Scarlet and Violet did like a re-release, like today, like Scarlet and Violet, back to Paldea or something, where it has like the game and DLC for like $60 or even less than that. I say 60, should be less than that. Obviously, it should be like 40 or something. That'd be kind of cool, right? I'm just like, yeah, don't get it. I don't understand. Don't understand. El Skibbity Toilet. El Skibbity Toilet. The only way the $100 argument works if you count in two versions, which is not the modern Pokemon issue. Isn't Scarlet Plus DLC cheaper than Ruby and Emerald? I guess if we count for inflation, then I suppose, yeah, I suppose it would be, right? It's cheap. It's cheaper. Adjusting for inflation is cheaper, yes. Because like Ruby obviously came out in the UK at £30, but like £30 in today's money is what? How much? And obviously Emerald came out for £30 as well, but £30 in today's money is how much? Whereas with like Scarlet and Violet, I paid like what, £50 for that, and then I think what the DLC is like 25, I think. So 75. I'm sure if you adjust Ruby and Emerald for inflation, it turns out to be more expensive. 90% of this comment section, you could reply, fair, good for you. I don't care, I still like Pokemon, lol. True! Take on my easiest games. True. True, honestly, so true. So true, bestie. So true, bestie. And that's all very good. Is Big Meech's voice getting higher? Kinda is. Honestly. His voice is getting too high-pitched. Your animosity towards his franchise... Your animosity towards his franchise and company is very charming. You got yourself a new sub. You have yourself a heart. Damn. We've just wound back the clock, haven't we? It's back to 2022, isn't it, chat? Demeech stirring up the flame and fire. Crazy work, brother. That's all I'm saying. Crazy. Hey, Demeech, if you want a sim experience, I highly recommend Digimon Storytime Stranger. Might check that out now that I got a PS5. Damn, Demeech. I can't believe you'd betray us like that. I can't believe you'd betray us like that, Demeech. I didn't want to have to make this video, Demeech. I'm gonna have to. I've been defending Nintendo Switch Online. Do people not want to own their favorite retro games? I guess people. I think it's a losing battle now. I think more often than not, people would rather the convenience of having one subscription than own media nowadays, which is a shame. Because I champion like owning media that you like, but a lot of people would just rather pay one price and get a bunch of stuff, and that's it. The rent is one. The renters won, unfortunately, Dylan. It's a renter's world out there now. It's a renter's world, okay? Give us Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire would be kind of sick. Actually, no, Emerald would be kind of sick. Well, Ruby and Sapphire. I want to play the Battlefront here, goddammit. Either way, fucking Demeech, get out of here, okay? Get out. I'm not watching. Listen, we're leaving Demeech in 2022, okay? We're leaving Demeech in 2022. I can't be dealing with him, alright? Good. I think both should exist. I don't even know what. There's nothing inherently bad at NSO retro offerings. Classic old whimsyless Demeech. Classic Demeech. Classic Demeech, eh, chat? I think we'll leave it there. I've really got. I don't think I have much else to add to this controversy. I guess I'll also talk about briefly, since this is the latest video on the channel, is me talking about Pokemon Pokopia. I don't know, guys. I've been hearing very, very good things about it. I've been hearing very good things about it, honestly. Everyone seems to be like, from the small impressions I've seen. I've not seen a lot of people talking about it, but I saw a bit of this. I saw which one? I saw a bit of the IGN one, and I'm just like, the word of mouth has been pretty insane on this. It's been pretty insane, hasn't it? Game key card. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm curious. I'm very, very curious, gamers. Is this the game that unites the game? I'm very, very curious, honestly. If you ask me on a personal level, I don't know if I'd buy it, but like, I don't know. It would be fun to buy it to check out, to stream it. You could get your first impressions from me. Yeah, actually, like, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, it seems to be like the word of mouth on this game is genuinely been very insane. Every single time I see like someone talking about it who's got like hands-on, they seem to be saying it's good. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to play it and like see for myself if it's any good. I'm gonna have to stream now. I don't know. I might have to, gamers. I might have to. Pokemon looks like it has multiple better design choices than ZA. All they have to do is deliver with content. Is it gonna though? I'm curious. I think that's probably why. I think if anything, it's probably why it's quite important. I say important like I'm somebody, but that's why I probably want to stream it, because I imagine there's like a lot of you guys in the chat that are like, "Is this any good?" So I'm just like, what better way than for me to like buy it, stream it, and we can like come to a conclusion, right? I don't know. I might just have to. I genuinely might have to. Pokemon that's not Pokemon has a different gameplay loop. Of course they like it. Are you saying turn-based RPGs are cooked in 2026? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm interested. I'm curious. I might have to be your source, gamers. I might have to be your source for real gaming. Real gaming, gamers. Alright, what's this? I saw this video linked. What is this? Have we got one more thing we can watch? This video just came out, man. Come on, man. Give it a bit. I don't think you like a Pokemon because you don't seem to be into sim games. Well, that makes it all the more interesting. From someone like me, who likes Pokemon but isn't into sim games, is it enough to win me over? It might be. I don't know. All the more reason why I want to stream it and see if it's any good or not. So, I'm not gonna like it. How much is it actually? Hang on. Pokemon Pokopia. How much are you? 67 pounds! Smiths, have you got me? 58 pounds. It's better. Argos doing it for like a whole £10 more? I don't know why Argos is like this. I have no idea why Argos is like this. I'm not joking, brother. Look at this. Are they okay? Why are they charging £67 for this when Smiths is doing it for 58? Is Argos okay? Are they stupid? What about Curry's? What's Curry's doing it for? Curry's doing it for, this is straight up 60, which is like regular retail price. What about, is there anyone else? What Very? These guys are doing it 58. It seems like 58 is probably the cheapest you can get from, which isn't CX. CX doesn't have it. CX doesn't do games at launch. Yeah, CX is like secondhand only. So if I want to get it from CX, I've got to wait till launch, guys. They don't have it. That's not how it works. What about the official Nintendo store? They don't go for $59.99. Okay, so how the hell is Argos more expensive than the official Nintendo store? What the hell? What is happening? Argos? Are you okay? You guys okay? What's happening? Even the official Nintendo store is doing a 59. Jesus. Argos might be washed. Argos might be washed. Yo, go washed. Might be. It might be, honestly. Hello, terrible. Hello, terrible. Either way, we've had fun. We've had fun today, right? I think we had fun today. I'm thinking I'd take a break and then I don't know. I fancy doing some like what's it? ZA battles. I've not done the latest season yet. Fancy doing the latest season. We could just chill for a bit. How's that sound, gamers? I think I'm done with my Firered Leafgreen coverage. Long story short, down on your phone, okay? Down on your phone, it's literally the better experience. All right, gamers, I will see you guys later on tonight, okay? Do a lot of Violet battles instead. I'm poor. Brokey.